Hey everyone, ooh, which side is it supposed to be on? I don't know. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and to a video that is so overdue it's not even funny. I actually filmed this video back in March and I had it all edited and ready to post, and then the country went into lockdown and all the DCPs got sent home and their programs got cancelled, and it just was not the right time to make it. And now the footage is so old that I just deleted it. I'm starting afresh. So today's video is the much awaited, well, no, the answer to the much asked question of,
when are you doing another Disney College program? Why are you doing another Disney College program? When are you going back to Disney World? Why aren't you going to work for Disney again?
I understand as someone who kind of built their online persona around doing the DCP. Well, I didn't even do the DCP, it was a form of the DCP. People always seem to want you to go back and do it again. Everyone has a habit of kind of wanting the same thing, and if you enjoy something once, you want to see it again. So I understand perfectly why people ask that question, but I just want to make this video to finally answer why I'm never doing another Disney program. It's like not that complicated, but I felt like I should just sit down and probably talk it through. Okay, so as someone from the UK, there are three types of programs that I could possibly do. The first one is the cultural exchange program. That's where you get to work at Disney World for the summer between your university years, or like just after you've graduated. So I did that twice. It's a 3-month-long program, best thing I ever did, and I loved it. The second one is the academic exchange program. Again, you need to be at university to do this program, and it is a full year-length program, and you work at Walt Disney World, and it's kind of like a sandwich year. So you do like 2 years of your regular degree, then you work at Disney for a year, and then the final year is back at wherever you went to uni. And then the third type is the cultural representative program. So again, much like the last one, this one is a full year-long program, but you are just placed in the UK pavilion of Epcot, so you are representing your country. So you can do either food or you can do merchandise. That's the 3 programs that you can do, and people always ask me why I won't do another program. So let's just quickly go through them and if I am eligible. Cultural exchange program, I graduated. I can't do it again. I'm not going back to university. Academic exchange. Firstly, my university was not partnered with Disney, so it wasn't an option, but again, I am not a student. Third one, cultural representative program. This is the one that people always ask me about. Are you going to apply for the CRP? No. But I feel like people want more than just a solid answer to that. So here comes the video of why. Not just if you're going to do one, because I think we all know by now I'm not, but why am I not doing it? So, taking the years off for good. Oh, that's sad. I really miss it. And it's just me, just Emily. We're going to have a little chat about my life and where it's headed and why a Disney program is not going to feature at any point in my future. Firstly, the CRP is an incredible opportunity, but it is not relevant to my life right now. If I wanted to go into a career in hospitality, which is a very worthy career, it would be a great option for me because it's a year of experience with a leader in the field, and then you can go on to get another job in that line of work, because at the end of the day all Disney programs are internships. However, I'm just not looking to go into that field of work, so a CRP at this point in my life, there's just no point doing it. Like, I'm all for people just following their heart and living their lives and doing what is best for them. It might not be the practical decision, but it's something that's going to make them happy. However, I'm very happy in where I am right now in my life, and there are a few reasons on top of the fact that I don't want to do hospitality that have played into my decision. Because, full disclosure, I did apply to the program one time. I came up from my program in summer 2018 and I started an internship in London with an advertising agency. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really enjoying it. I got made full-time in December, and then it got to January, and in my mind I was thinking I was going to apply for CRP because I had nothing to lose. I didn't really like my job, I was still living at home. Life wasn't too amazing, so why not run away to Disney again? Got to January and I was like, you know what, let's give it a try. But then Yummy Jobs, the organisation that sends people from the UK to Disney to work, announced that they weren't going to be holding applications in January. So I was like, oh great, it's not happening. Then in March, or I think it was February, they announced they were going to have a small application process just for food, and they put on the website like, don't apply unless you have extensive experience in food. I wanted to do the CRP in merchandise at that point. I had no experience in food. I have never done it aside from like a bake stall at school and like charity days, but something in me was like, you know what, Em, just give it a try. So I applied and obviously didn't get an interview, but then the same week I actually got an interview for the job that I'm currently in, Harrods. So it all works out. So I then got into my new job, which I'm loving. But again, I was still thinking like, ooh, could I apply? Because I was only at a junior level position. It wasn't like I was really advanced in my career. I definitely wouldn't lose a lot by kind of going backwards and doing an internship. Then in March of this year, I actually got promoted. So I went from being a junior copywriter to a full official copywriter. I am an adult. If I was to do the CRP now, I would be taking 2 steps back, because I went from intern to junior to copywriter. I would be going from that and like all the security that holds and pursuing my career in writing to intern, and it just doesn't make sense. But people continuously do ask me like, why aren't you gonna go back? I thought you loved Disney. My job enables me to go to Disney on trips and vacations. I mean, obviously not right now, but it enables me to do the fun things that I want to do. I will never renounce Disney. I had the best possible time. I loved it so much, but it's not that simple of just like, oh, let's keep going back to Disney. It's not like in America, people can keep doing Disney college programs kind of like on an unlimited basis, well, as long as they're in the degree, and then when they finish their degree they can do a program again, and then they can get an extension, and then they can stay there for good. For the UK, it doesn't work that way. We can't extend, we have visas. So when my program was finished, I just had to come home and start my life, which I have done, and I'm pretty proud of what I've achieved in the last 2 years. Yeah, because it's like, oh my god, it's almost June. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 years since I started my first program. Baby M, things have changed. So I'm always going to want to go back to Disney on trips and visit my work locations and the people who I worked with, because they were just the best people, and I'm always going to be connected to the parks, but I'm just not going to work there again. This isn't to say that I would rule out working for Disney again in the future in some different capacity. I've said several times now in videos, if Disney are listening, I would love to work for Disney in their copywriting or creative team in London. In Hammersmith, they have their big HQ office for the whole EMEA division, and that would be an ultimate dream to work for Disney again in that way, but in like an office creative sense. I didn't go to school to do hospitality, that wasn't my degree. I did English, so for me, my path is creative. The CRP simply does not function into my life plan. I am very much someone, like I said, who encourages spontaneity and living life to the full and chasing the next adventure. But for me right now, that adventure is going to the theatre and meeting friends and continuing to expand my life here in the UK, because I love my family, I love my friends, and there's a lot I could lose now by doing a program as opposed to gain. I think I would lose more than I would gain from it. Like obviously I'd probably gain some more amazing friends and experiences and get to travel and do all this fun stuff and probably gain more followers and subscribers. I feel like I would be sacrificing so much to do another program. Lockdown aside, I love my life and the way it's going and the direction, and the people I've surrounded myself with are so positive, and to think of being away from them for a year, like lockdown's been hard enough for like 2-3 months being away from them, so it's just not, yeah. I hope this makes sense. I feel like I've been really rambling, but I just wanted to get it out in the open of why I'm not doing another program. And that doesn't mean to say that I didn't love my 2 programs that I did. I absolutely adored them. That's why I've made so many videos about it, but I'm not doing it again. Like, there's a line underneath that. It feels strange officially putting that out on the internet, like confirming. I hope I didn't come across like annoyed in this video, because I'm not, but I do get that question a lot on Q&As, and people DM me asking about it all the time. And also, quick side note, the DCP is the Disney College program for like college age kids. Obviously there's no limit to going to college, but I'm not as young as people think. Try and take a guess right now, how old do you think I am? Dora the Explorer moment. I'm 24. I know I look 19, but I am way past that kind of like natural DCP age. Obviously I'm going to still do loads of Disney content. I have so many ideas for videos, but it's just not going to be in a program cast member capacity, but it's still hopefully magical. Okay, that's all I have to say, I think. Yeah, it's so strange. Like, I feel like I've officially drawn a line underneath that chapter of my life, and it was pretty huge for me, like pretty life-changing. Yeah, not just pretty life-changing, completely life-changing, but it's over. Yeah, that's it. I hope you continue to stick around without the promise or the potential or the possibility of another program in my future, and hopefully I will still see you next time. Bye.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP.